Just like saying all of these great things, you guys, I'm telling you, you guys have to work on getting some positive affirmations, because it seriously totally shifts your whole mindset. So that's all I wanted to say on that mindset thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's good. I think that, if any of us are wanting to change, whether like we all have things that, a lot of people nowadays with like social media and stuff, it's just a mask, right? It's a mask of like, oh, here's what I want people to see. People's opinions matter to me. Your 2 cents is cheap to me, because what really matters is what the person thinks about themselves. So to sow the seed of yourself in what you want is so important. But a lot of people try to create, and I've been a victim of that in the past as well, a different reality with the same personality. A guy named Joe says your personality creates your personal reality, right? So if you want a different reality, you have to change the person that you are. And that's really, over the last couple of years, I've 100% changed the person that
100%.
I was as well. And I wasn't a bad person, but there was a lot of things that I had to grow with that we always have to do. So like her reading books and everything, if you're not learning new things and you're not making new decisions or making new
firing off those neurons.
Yeah.
Mitch is listening to this podcast. So Mitch is a podcast guy. He likes to read also, but he's been like consistent, I think, with your podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, or even just videos, what have you, right? Yeah.
Videos, yeah. So he was talking about when like there's actual science behind when you learn something new. You gotta tell him. I don't really know how it goes. Your brain like fires off. See, I tell him to tell you when I start talking.
And whoever, it actually, you guys, tell me if you agree on this. Like, who believes that the way that you think has an effect on the way that you live, right? So they've proven that your thoughts are physically things, right? So every time that you think something, you're creating a chemical in your brain, right? That has an effect on you personally, whether it's like a good one or a bad one, right? I mean, there's been those studies even like in the kids' schools with like the plants that they put these 2 different plants next to each other, and it's one of them that's saying the negative things and one of them that's saying the positive things, and they're, creating the bullying of the plants or whatever. And the plant that is being bullied or saying that, hey, you're ugly, you suck, you're dying, this kind of stuff starts to die, right? And the plant that is being encouraged, this is a plant. You guys think of the depth of this. Your thoughts are creating chemicals and vibrating on a level that is insane, that creates the way that you live, right? So it's incredibly important to be positive even when the evil tries to deflect the way that you're thinking.
Or
right?
Parents. I mean, I know not everybody on here is parents, but if you think about how you talk to your kids throughout the day, like you're adding to that voice that they say to themselves, or that they're going to say to themselves for the rest of their lives until they figure out some reading or whatever. But that's something that we try to always think about, is like, how are we teaching our kids to think? How are we talking to our kids? And Mitch is actually, he's been a champ, I think, this year. I think he's like learned.
It's only been like 8 days. I don't know if she means this year. But.
Well, this past year. I think I've kind of always driven like the parentship. Like Mitch has always been really good. We've always been a team, but I feel like I always did like the disciplining, maybe outlining. I don't know, setting the outlines, whatever. But because he works and I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I'm with the kids majority of the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think this year he's been like, hey babe, listen up. Like this is something maybe we should say it this way instead of that way, and it's true. And the kids react so much differently. So it's been a fun year of learning, and I think that wasn't really like a New Year's resolution. That was just something that, every day we're reading or listening to podcasts or listening to a training and taking away something that we can apply to whatever is going on in our lives, as husband and wife, as parents, as coworkers, as whatever it may be.
Always be learning and growing, right? Always be learning and growing.
Yeah.
If you're not learning new information, then your reality is not going to change. You know?
Yeah. Mandy says, I love when you guys go live, and you're inspirational, motivational, so good. Aw, you're so sweet. Maybe. And Lauren said the same thing, pretty much. You guys are the sweetest. Self-development, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hang around the right people, and this actually kind of shows a lot of these people on here, and more that will to come as well, is surrounding yourself with the people that you want to be like. If you're I've even eliminated a lot of people on Facebook that, like, if people are putting negative crap and whining about stuff,
you just go to that little friend box and you unfriend them.
Yeah, little tip of the day.
Yes.
Like, get rid of that kind of people because they don't encourage your life. They don't encourage theirs, and they're just bringing that down.
Yep.
If you can help them, help them. But if they're, that kind of, you all know those kind of people that just whine about everything.
Yep.
You can try to show them something that's red, and they'll be pissed off and tell you it's not red. I don't have time for that. I have time for people that are growing and the people that are good, relationships, business, whatever,
Yep. So, anyways, well, that's us. We were just talking about New Year's resolutions. Again, if you have any and you're watching us live, drop them in the comments. We will, my phone's dying even, 20%. Let's see, Michaela's face when she says unfriend. Adios negativity. Yes, absolutely. That's like our motto, I think, the last couple months.
Have you seen that video? Like, a lot of you guys have probably seen it. There's like some like goofy dude like dancing, and it's like negativity or this or whatever, and he's like dancing, and he's like whoop whoop like that's that's funny. I thought the other day.
Yeah.
But
if you haven't seen Mitch dance, you should definitely see Mitch dance. He's got some
I don't know
moves.
what that was.
But anyways, we wanted to check in and say